am Johnny Gibson.
And I'm Ryan Faulkner, and welcome to the Sports Summer Sausage.
That's what it was last week.
No, it was 2 weeks ago. I totally didn't think of a new one this week.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Sports Cotton Candy. Your one authority for everything pro sports.
Tonight we're going to be discussing some stuff and also other things about sports.
Stuff and things, you say?
Uh-huh.
No way,
That's
dude.
tonight.
That's why I'm totally tuning in to watch.
Yeah, you're tuned in.
Stuff and things and sports.
If you guys have any comments for us, we'll see if we can fit them into the show, answer any questions you have, and as always, at Master Control is our producer, Rich.
So this is a very special episode tonight, Johnny. You were saying you're really excited about this one. Go ahead and tell us what we got lined up.
I did.
He did,
We're going to be going over some things.
Wait, I don't know why you lied, though.
Well, let's start it off like this. I know Ryan has some very exciting news for us. Over the weekend, he actually got to referee his first soccer game. And I know he was really excited about this. He's been talking about it all week. And I think we actually have some footage that some fans took at the game. Is that right, Rich?
Yeah, I've got it here lined up. I'll go ahead and roll it for you.
Okay. Yeah. Get that. Wow.
Got some moves, man. You look good out there.
You're looking good. I like your form.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Give him the card. Show him the card.
Good job. Very authoritative. Look at that. Hey,
Great. Good,
nice
good on you,
job,
Ryan.
man. Congratulations. I'm glad that worked out for you. I know you've been talking about it for a long time, and you look good out there. You really did. There was just something about you that just really, really stood out.
Well, thanks, Johnny. You know, I'll leave it to a man like you to notice.
Yeah. I'm just looking out for my buddy here, trying to support him.
It's not
Ooh,
what you
there's
told
some
me.
recognition. Get you a little recognition there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. You know, I like to be very articulate and light on my feet whenever I ref my games.
It was, the form was really good. I mean, you just look so agile out there. I mean, prancing around.
In all seriousness, Johnny, you bring us some really awkward videos from the world of soccer each week, and this one really, I liked this one. It turned it around. So, yeah, thank you for that. Made me kind of, it renewed my faith.
Yeah, it turned you around and bent you over and put your beer on his back.
Yeah.
Huh? That's what it did.
It turns out I'm a huge soccer fan.
If the nut grabbing last week didn't get your attention, this will. Yeah, it's
he'll let you play with his foosballs.
Okay. That might be a drop.
Yes, that is a drop.
Mm.
All right, so I have no run sheet because as our name, we were very half-assed. Now, let me say that the Stars are worrying me. Actually, you know what? I'll say this about the Stars.
The Dallas Stars?
The Dallas Stars.
No, astronomically speaking, he's really freaked out about this whole 2012 thing.
Ooh, the 2012 season or the 2012 year? The fact that everything is going to end
We're all
in
gonna
2012.
Die, right?
Everything's going to end like in the season, or everything's going to end in the world?
Yeah, what's going to happen if the world ends mid-season in my favorite sports season?
Nothing will happen because we'll cease to exist.
That doesn't make sense. So who wins the championship?
We do.
Like us?
Sure. Yeah. Everybody will be gone, so it really doesn't matter.
So everybody's home team wins?
Sure, man.
So that's the only thing that's going to... So that's the last thing standing between the Lions
and the championship.
And the Super Bowl.
2012.
It's 2012.
Apocalypse. They'll get their wish.
Wow. How about, well, for that matter, us, the Rangers, and a World Series championship?
Come on, that's tangible. We went to the World Series last season.
Well, we got like a couple of months, so let's hurry this up.
Huh?
Right? Oh, wait.
Before we die?
No, for the season. No,
in this broadcast or in the season?
Yeah, what Rich said.
Shut up.
Wow. Okay.
Well, if you guys don't have anything, we can bump trivia up the line.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do trivia.
Would that shake it up for you a little?
I do have some sports bullet points we need to hit, but yeah, let's get to that.
That shakes my sports ketchup up.
I want to hear some trivia.
All right, trivia tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as usually, is brought to you by You Can't Breathe on Television here on the Lone Star Monday nights at 7 o'clock Central Time. They talk about craft beer and home brewing, all your news and tips for beer connoisseur and frat boy alike. Check them out. The question is submitted by Kyle. What is the maximum weight permitted for calves in rodeo calf roping competition?
You ever played, Johnny, you ever played rodeo with a girl?
Doctor, but not rodeo.
Oh, you gotta try that.
What the hell?
You ever played rodeo with a girl?
No. Explain.
Where you're,
I can't imagine why you and your last girlfriend broke up.
What are you talking about, dude? You gave me the idea.
Well, probably not.
Yeah, right before the show, you were just... remember? You were telling me about that time?
Is that your final answer?
Yes. 7.
No, I think actually, what is it, for calves?
200...
No.
400 pounds.
Calves is, no, more than 400. Don't ruin my answer. I'm going to say 800.
800 pounds?
Pounds, not kilograms, idiot.
Yeah, we're in America, douche.
Come on.
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that the answer is actually 350 pounds. The minimum being 200 pounds.
Again?
Oh, so close.
Look how good I am at getting close to these, though, with just random answers. I'm pretty good. I'm not going to lie. What did I say, 400?
And he'll tell you.
I'm awesome.
Totally.
I really am.
I like how they gave you kind of like a threw you a softball last week, and then brought this one in.
Then they get PBR stuff.
Yeah, it was
this week.
Famous golf quotes. Something you could conceivably know.
Pretty easy. Yeah, I BS my way through that one.
I know a couple of golf jokes, but I can't recall them off the top of my head.
It must not be very good.
Well, that or I'm not very smart.
You're good at shows, Ryan. You should do this for a living.
I'm good at.
I know a joke, but I don't recall it right now. It's like listening to NPR.
May or may not be funny.
It may or may not be funny, or I may or may not know the
This
one
reminded me
you're
of something
about.
humorous I heard one point. I don't remember it right
now. Exactly. You know,
that's humor.
During the pre-show, and actually Rich and I talked about it yesterday some, we've come up with a goal for this season, and Ryan has taken exception to it and decided that it is impossible and he doesn't want to support it in any way. But
okay.
Me and Rich, our goal is during this Rangers season, I am going to somehow, some way, get into the Rangers locker room for some kind of interview. And I'm determined that this is going to happen.
So,
and to our friends at the DHS, that's for an interview, not for...
What qualifies as an interview? Oh, okay,
well,
I'll give you this.
I'll tell you what, I just need to get in there. I want to have credentials to get in there and get in there. I may not be doing an interview, I may just be watching one, but I will have video footage from inside the locker room.
Creepy.
This season.
Wow.
Yeah, it is very
Anything
creepy.
you want to see, I will have.
You need to get your sports reporting career started here. We need to get you into a press pool event, preferably something at a game site, locker room, bullpen, something, wherever they'll let you stick your mic.
Yeah,
whoa!
I'll stick my mic anywhere they'll let me.
And we know Johnny will, because he has done it many a time.
Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. What qualifies as getting into the locker room? I think you have to, as getting a credential, you have to get into the locker room.
Yeah, this isn't slip the janitor $20 and sneak in the laundry cart.
Yeah, none of this crap, Johnny. Because I know
didn't say that.
You slippery.
I'm talking credit. I'll have a press pass.
You slippery SOB. This is what it's going to entail. And Rich, tell me if you think I'm out of line for setting these parameters.
Okay.
I want not necessarily footage. It'd help if it was footage because we are on the intranets on video.
Well, I can't go in there empty-handed. I got to bring a camera or something, or they're going to be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Are you a reporter or just some guy? I'm run.
Yeah.
If C.J. Wilson's got a little handy cam in his face, he's gonna be like, "The hell out of here with this."
No, if there's other people sitting there with mics and cameras and stuff, I'll be right there with them with my camera.
Actually, the current state of reporting, we're set up pretty well for this because every news station in existence is downsizing and digitizing, trying to make their reporters go lighter and cheaper. So there's still a couple jackasses that walk around with the heavy beta cams, the big cameras you see on the fields. But pretty much everybody's got one of those little digital voice recorders or a flip cam or something gay like that we can totally fund. So.
All right.
Good.
A flip cam?
You will look legit. Just don't wear one of those hats with a press thing in the brim,
As
I can't wear a fedora because
if you wear a fedora
one just for the...
Johnny Gibson, Half-Ass Sportscast, got a question for you, Chief.
Scoops. Yeah. If you do that, you automatically, I'll shave my head.
I'm going to have a hard
We're now going live to Ryan in studio, shaving his head.
It's going to be hard enough as it is because I'm already going to look like a 12-year-old trying to get in there.
That's okay. Well, hold on, let me finish.
So you'll look old for the reporters these days.
You have to get in there. You have to get an interview. At least one question. Now, that's what an interview entails. At least one question, and he has to address you. It's
not enough for me to be able to get in there.
I think that actually might be a lot because they typically don't.
Okay, you got the credential. What does that credential certify you to do?
We don't know. We've never done it.
No, that certifies you to...
Typically when you're in one of these situations, when you're in a locker room or whatever, there's like a team. There's like 13 people, different networks, everything clustered around players. The press, the press media guy will kind of be leading them around like in this little paparazzi pack from player to player, like. Are you ready to speak to the press now? They'll give them like 2 minutes, and usually like the local head honchos, like WFAA, will have their guy there, like, what do you think about this? And he'll address them, and somebody else will, what do you think about this? Then the local blogger will be like, shut up, and then they're out. So it might be just good enough to be like, what I would like to see come of this is we get Johnny not only some kind of flip cam or mic or something, but it has a Lone Star mic flag on it, and his is one of the hands in the shot. Maybe see him in the background going like, whoa. Like when you're watching the news that night, we'll pull that clip and put it on the air.
So, okay.
We'll work our way up to, fighting the veteran reporters for question and answer time.
You're not going to do that. There's always, they hang around as long as people are there usually, and then it's like to a certain point they break off.
Dude, yeah, I'll try and find a guy off by himself, like, that nobody really wants to talk to, and I'm going to talk to him.
One question. I'll try
and get a liner, too.
Would you agree, Rich, that if you get in there, you have free reign to do whatever you want to that's in media
he just said
capacity?
No, they're actually, it's a really controlled environment usually. Like you're...
Well, what I'm going to say is, but the people in there, like the PR people, know who the regulars are. Like if John Radigan goes in there and tries to get an interview, he's going to be like, hey, don't worry about it. The players are going to be like, hey, I know you. But
yeah, you have to learn to know the players before they'll...
Homeboy over here is going to be like,
hey, can I have an
autograph? Look, just one
Yes, that should be your first question.
To spare anybody, just one question. It's like, hey, how's it going? I'm Johnny, your mom from, Johnny Gibson from the Half-Ass Sportscaster in Dallas, Fort Worth. I just want to ask you one question.
I'll try, but that's not the claim I'm making. That's not what I'm saying will be done. I'm saying I will.
But would you not agree that if you get a press pass, you have all the free reign to do that to a spare?
No,
right?
no. In fact, if you step outside of that little group, they will most likely either corral you or kick you out.
Let's get a video of Johnny getting kicked out.
Okay, that will qualify. No, we want to keep it real. We want to maintain a relationship with these teams if we're going to be covering them here. We want to. I mean, we're not totally just trying to screw around here, but.
No, I want this to be a regular thing, hopefully.
So it's the only
burn that bridge.
Is video of Johnny in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheena put it good. So the lesson here is don't let Ryan do this.
Right.
No, let me do this. I'll be great.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next topic. That's the goal. That's the project this semester is try to get some legitimate sports access for our intrepid reporter Johnny Gibson.
So if Johnny does get in there and he gets video of himself with the press credential in a locker room of some sorts, then I will shave my head to mohawk. And if y'all don't, but no, we need to set a precedent because different sports seasons go different ways. So we're doing this for the Rangers?
Yeah.
So Rangers, this Rangers season, which is a good pick because they have 100. They have 82 home games.
That's why we picked them.
It's also rough because we're starting after opening day, most likely. It would have been good to be doing some preseason stuff with them.
Yeah.
But
okay, so what's the punishment, Richard, to Johnny if this doesn't happen?
Technically, Richard should be punished too. Right?
Technically, but we're going to put it out on you because you.
Okay.
You guys have to hire a bunch of bikini women to try to smother me in Jello.
Yeah.
And I have to fight my way out valiantly.
A horrible idea. Let's make it me.
Hold on. I got to check with the wife on this one. Okay, we got to come up with something else.
Let's smother me in Jello with a bunch of bikini women.
Oh, okay, as long as I'm not. Yeah, that would be punishment for me.
Yeah,
just smother Ryan in Jello. Like, I wish we had won this one. I really wish we had won this one.
So seriously, is that it? I get smothered in Jello by bikini women?
No, not by bikini women.
Yeah, because we've got the budget for that.
Bikini men.
Yeah, let's just get all of our bikini women we know and some Jello. Let's make something tangible here.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
We can't afford studio lights, but we can afford a pool full of bikini women. So.
Yeah, we can hire a bunch of hookers to.
I'm running this network into the ground.
So what's the payoff if Johnny loses? Something embarrassing.
We'll have to think about it.
We'll have to think about it.
Sit here and brainstorm on the air. Yeah.
Yeah, we can because we just did.
I know.
Yeah, we surely can't do that. We've got so much material to get.
We got so much crap.
I wish we had more time for this pointless commentary.
All right, but it's sealed. It's sealed and done, and we will agree upon the payoff. But my payoff, as of now, is that I will shave my head into a mohawk for
which is a weak payoff.
For 1 week, thus making me visible on the show with a mohawk.
That's so lame. I do mohawks for fun.
How does that work with your day job, though?
That's Duschenstein, because I have very nice employers, and they have a very good sense of humor. Okay. And they're all prior military, so they can appreciate the payoff of a bet. And my boss plays hockey still, so he can totally appreciate the payoff of a bet.
All right. Well, I'm not entirely sure that all makes sense, but good on you.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
Shut up. So speaking of hockey, let's go ahead and get to our one good sports point.
I got a couple other good sports points for basketball.
All right, let's go to Johnny.
Hey, Johnny Gibson here, Half-Ass Sportscast.
Now you gotta say, thanks, Ryan. Now we're gonna toss it to Johnny for some talk about basketball. Thanks, Ryan.
Anytime you want to
back to you, Ryan. I'm right here.
Thanks, Ryan. Got it. Okay. I don't know if you heard, but
I didn't hear. What?
Tim Duncan out for the rest of the regular season and maybe even some of the playoffs with a sprained ankle. They haven't classified it as a Class 1 or Class 2 sprain yet, but that could be up to a 4 weeks off, which would get into the postseason a little bit.
So,
which is good for us because the.
So what you're saying is what? There's 10 games left.
There is in the hockey season. I don't know about basketball season.
No. Excuse me. There's 12 games left in the basketball season.
Okay.
So there's 12 games left. That's basically, if they play 12 games, it's almost 2 weeks. It's a little over.
Yeah, he's definitely missing the rest of the regular season, from what I understand.
And if you know Pop, he's going to miss the entire rest of the regular season.
Yeah, because he doesn't care. They don't need him.
There's 6 games up on the Mavs here. The next, well, actually, the Lakers and the Mavs are pretty damn nipping on their heels, pretty damn close. It's not going to be something they're going to be very contentious about.
They're clinching our division, and that's all that matters.
Yes, so he's not playing for the regular season. I guarantee you he'll be playing for the playoffs.
He will be, but he might miss. I mean, the reason they couldn't classify it as a 1 or 2 today is because the swelling still hasn't gone down enough for them to see, which is a good sign for us, bad sign for him. Because if the swelling's that bad, that probably means it's a little worse than a 2-week injury.
Is it a high ankle sprain like in football?
I don't know where it's at. They didn't say. They probably would have said high ankle sprain, so I assume it's not.
I would say this, that no matter when he comes back, he's not going to be 100%.
Oh, no doubt, yeah. Especially at his age.
The rest of the playoffs, good point. At his age, he's not going to be 100%.
He's not going to recover like he used to be able to, so.
Do I still want to play the Spurs in the playoffs?
I want to beat the best.
I don't.
Whoever the best is, you got to beat them to be the best, so I don't care who we play, we need to win.
Man, do you think the Mavs are getting out of the first round?
Well, based off their past history, yes. Based off me being a fan, no. I really hope they don't. I can't handle it. I'm just getting over last season's heartbreak.
And you think about it, like, there's a possible lockout coming.
Oh, very possible. Yeah, they're interviewing Jason Terry, and he hinted towards that being a pretty imminent.
Think about a walkout. Dirk's 32.
Man, yeah.
Jets old. Jason Kidd just turned 38.
we have the oldest team in the NBA.
You think this team's not going to be affected by 1 year off?
Yep.
You're crazy.
Yeah, we gotta seal the deal this season. And honestly, I mean, I hope we make it past the first round, but I cannot see us winning the whole thing. There's just the Lakers and just in the Western Conference, there are teams that are just so good.
Well, we've lost 5 to 6 to the our direct Western Conference opponents, playoff teams, playoff caliber teams. We've lost. It's not good. We started out like man on fire coming out of the season. Dirk got hurt. The very next game, Karan got hurt.
They're still having
we went on
awesome
a big losing
season.
streak, and we came back. We had a couple of good big streaks. Like we won 18 out of 21 or something like that. And now we're starting to falter down going into the playoffs. And what I always like to say about the Spurs, what made them so good, is that they knew when to turn it on.
Yeah.
They knew.
They're coach, and they have the best coach in the league.
Well, Pop, yeah, of course. But coming in after the All-Star break, they knew that that's the time to turn on the afterburners. That's the time to get playoff prepared. But, the Spurs don't have as many injuries as the Mavericks do. I mean, the Mavericks seem to just have this rolling roster of injuries.
Yeah, it's like we never have a full roster out there.
But
and it's always one of our good players, too.
Yeah, it's always a key player like Marion. I think is going to be out, or I think he might be coming back. I'm not sure. I'll have to check up on that. But, I mean, that's coming down to the neck on the we're in the playoffs. For the 11th consecutive season, we've made the playoffs.
With 50-plus wins.
11th consecutive season, we've had 50-plus wins. No team's done that. I think the record's 12.
Wow.
12 consecutive 50-win seasons. Not the playoffs, but 12 consecutive 50-win seasons. That says a lot. Now, it's unfortunate that we don't have the championship to show it, because that's what people remember. So people are going to knock Dirk for.
Yeah, and it really.
But for Dirk to be the centerpiece of potentially a record-breaking team that had 12-plus winning 50-plus game winning seasons is great. And I don't want to get off on my whole tangent on man love of Dirk, because I love Dirk. He's my favorite sports entity in the Metroplex right now. But it's unfortunate that if there's a lockout, they might lose a year. And from what I understand, there's a better chance of there being football next year than there being basketball.
That's what I've heard.
Because people care about football, and that's going to push it through.
Yeah.
People care about basketball,
but not like
football.
Not like
football.
So
I think the people in basketball will hold out. The basketball situation is going to be a little bit more dire than the football situation. Yeah. So let's transition from something that has no ball into it. How about hockey?
Did you see that? No.
Rudy Gay's out for the season?
Rudy Gay's out for the season. The Memphis Grizzlies, who give us all kinds of trouble and look like they will be probably 7th or 8th seed in the West, I would imagine. I bet they do make the playoffs. But last month,
factor into us.
I think February 15th, Rudy Gay went out. He had a dislocated shoulder, and he just found out, I think yesterday, that it's going to require surgery, and he is out for the rest of the season. He's either their Batman or their Robin, but he is easily one of their key players. Him and Zach Randolph, basically.
And don't forget Gasol, the Gasol brother.
Mark, he's on the Timberwolves.
Whoa. I just mixed my teams up. I mixed my shitty northern teams up.
Yeah, they're easy to get mixed up. Timberwolves and Grizzlies, I often get mixed up. But yeah, they're gonna be hurting without him. I bet they still clinch because they've been playing well since he's been injured.
They'll make a playoff spot.
But man, to do well in the playoffs without Rudy Gay, that's good for us. That's just another.
That's like BYU losing Davies.
Yeah, it's just another weakening of the Western Conference, which is always good for us. So.
It's always good, especially at Carmelo. Hey, how about Carmelo?
Blowing it in New York,
dude,
man.
Are you kidding me? And then the Denver has gotten better.
Denver's great. They're like 5th seed.
Dude, go figure. You know what? It's horrible for the Mavericks' chances, but it's great for that bullshit. Like, I'm gonna create a super team chemistry that doesn't work.
I'm so glad Denver's doing better without him. It's
good for them. I can't stand that mentality of these superstars wanted to gang up and basically be the 18-year-olds playing against the 12-year-olds in basketball, that's why everybody's going to the Eastern Conference. Yeah. And then now the Eastern Conference is getting overloaded with talent, and then the Western Conference is becoming weaker. And that's my opinion is that's why LeBron, Bosh, and Wade stayed in the East, because they'd be the biggest power in the weakest by far the best team in the weakest conference.
Yeah.
You know what? That.
Hot sports opinion right there, folks.
You know what? Why don't you stop shying away? Maybe that's two different cultures of sports.
Yeah.
That's the NFL. You know, I don't want to shy down from anything. That's why I like Keith Brooking on the Cowboys. It's like, no, I'm not going to avoid a hit. I want to get the hit. I want to get in there. I want to jam you at the line.
Jam them.
I don't want to go around, take the long way around and tackle you from behind.
Yeah.
Like DeMarcus Ware. I mean, I just like that good, bold front line kind of, we're going to stop you. I don't care what's going to happen. I don't like this thing where, you know, I'm going to go into the weakest conference and sign with that team. So I'll obviously stand out. Like Larry Fitzgerald in the NFL for the Cardinals is a bad player, but he's on a horrible team. You know, it's easy to be the best player on that team because everybody sucks.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be on that team. He doesn't have anybody throwing to him. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have anybody running at the line of scrimmage to divert pressure off of the wide receiver, because everybody knows they're going to double team Larry Fitzgerald.
Double team.
I'm going off. Sure, I'm totally going off on a tangent.
Rich, don't you agree?
Yeah, keep it going. This is nice. That's good TV.
I had to calm down. So, no, I don't like people overloading one conference just so they could dominate it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what were we talking about?
I think you were going to get into hockey.
Where am I?
Like, earlier.
I want a sports roid rage.
Mark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sports roid rage.
Now it's time for the sports roid rage. Brian.
What happened? Where am I?
What? Are we broadcasting?
We broadcasting? We casting broads?
Left and right.
So,
I like hockey.
Let me talk about this thing real quick.
I'm going to let you talk about this.
Brad Lukowicz from the Cup team.
Yeah.
He was with the team from 97 to 02, I think. Defenseman. He's 34 now. He's not a fossil because somehow hockey is a very physical sport, but their players seem to play longer than most. But he's a D-man. Let go from Vancouver last year. The Stars picked him up, played in minor league. So he's been playing with the Texas Stars down in Austin. You know, playing there all season, and we've had such disparity of injuries at defenseman that he's been called up, skated with the team. He's probably going to start.
Yeah, he's playing tonight.
Oh, is he playing tonight?
I think so. Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm anxious to see what he has in the bag. Not that he's going to be a Zubov veteran kind of guy, but maybe he's going to hold. I want to see what kind of weight.
It'd be cool just to have him in the mix. Yeah, see what happens.
Definitely. And also, as far as the Stars go, I want to talk about goalie starts at goal. There's a stat out there. I think it's Martin Brodeur has had the most starts in goal at 65 in one season, and he's the only person that's really. I think he won a cup with 65. But forget about the cup. I'm talking about relative success in the postseason for that many starts. Now, you don't think about it too much. Maybe not in baseball. Definitely not in football. But the goalie in hockey is just like the quarterback in football. It's the most important position. It's just like the pitcher in baseball. It's the most important position, right?
Okay.
So in basketball, I can't equate it to because there's so few people on the floor, and any one of them can be a superstar. Like a center can be a superstar, a power forward, a guard, like a Steve Nash or a Dirk or a Dwight Howard, respectively. A goalie needs to have his rest. You can't ride a goalie like people like a couple of years ago. The Stars rode Turco, had 62 starts.
Yeah,
didn't do well in the postseason. I think Kari Lehtinen. Let me look because I pulled this up.
Got up to the postseason.
Preemptively. Kari's got 59 starts in goal, games played in goal. That's borderline. I mean, you can't be right. A guy like Kari, he's good, but he's not Brodeur good.
And he's young still.
And we got 12 games to go, and let me tell you, we're going to need him in all 12 of those games.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's so tight right now.
It is a log jam. It is insane. I think 3 points separate 4th and 9th. It's insane.
And we are in 9th.
And, we're in 8th. We're in 8th today.
Oh, we are?
Yes, we are in 8th.
Okay.
So, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, we have potential to move into 6th if we win tonight, I think.
The only thing that matters is that we get 2 points tonight. 2 points, and then we don't let...
And hopefully don't let them get 1.
Yes. So, yes, the end.
Yeah, we need a serious win tonight.
And we need to... I'm not going to say we're going to do bad, but we need to table our expectations going into this playoff season because, man, it takes a toll. Those when he starts on a goalie, it takes a toll.
Well,
and you just can't stay sharp.
I think I'll be satisfied with this Star season after back-to-back seasons of not making it into the playoffs. I think if they just get in, I'll be happy. You know, I don't really expect them to go far in the playoffs. I think they can because they're one of those teams that can just turn it on, you know, with Jamie Benn playing the way he has. And they have the guys. They have the veterans now with Lang and Brunner. I think they have potential to go deep, but I'm not going to go in with high expectations. As long as they make the playoffs, I'll be happy. And then I'll just enjoy the ride once they get there.
I think our playoff expectations for the Stars should be like the playoff expectations for the Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they got a key player. Well, not a key player. He will be the most coveted free agent in the offseason in Brad Richards, just like Cliff Lee was.
Yep, and the ownership thing is just like the Rangers were, although they had sealed the deal by now.
The ownership was there, but unfortunately for the Stars, it's not as attractive whenever you don't have an ownership line in place. You don't have somebody there. Would this group love to pay Brad Richards? Yes. Are they going to? Probably not. Brad Richards wants that commitment. Brad Richards wants to stay here.
He wants them to have an owner.
I genuinely think he wants to stay here.
Oh, he does. He hasn't come out and said it because he can't really do that.
It's not.
But he basically said if we find a new owner, this is where he wants to be. You know, if we can give him the offer, he's not going to leave.
The chances are slim. We got enough hot people like Jamie Benn playing good. We have the variables to make a little run here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, let's just say little, and not jinx ourselves.
Don't knock on wood. We talked about that.
What are you, the mighty boss tones over here?
Don't do that.
Anyway.
I never thought I'd have to. But I got to knock on wood.
I never really thought I would.
All right. That's enough.
I'm sure it isn't good.
Awesome. So, what do we have, Rich?
Baseball?
As far as, I think we got one more thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about backing into baseball. You guys wanted to talk about your baseball fantasy camp or whatever starting up this week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's talk about that. Let's play the Doc Ellis video.
And then, close it with something we didn't do.
Yeah. The guys over at You Can't Brew That, and a lot of our viewers are involved in the Great Game 11, which is our fantasy baseball league. And the draft is tonight. We're actually up to 3 days before we get our team. But I know a lot of you guys out there are very excited about this. I'm excited about this. Ryan's not participating because, well, he's a loser. But there will be some fantasy baseball talk regarding our league on this show because
you should. I think this is a good platform for that. Maybe you can rope your league into watching.
Yeah, it is, because I promise you I'll be doing fantasy football if and when it comes around.
Yep.
Yeah, we're the official half-ass sports network for all the fantasy games that you guys play.
That's right. So do you care to reveal your number one pick, your first-round pick here on the half-ass sportscast?
No. Not until the draft gets activated.
Holding the cards close to the
Actually, honestly...
You know what? No one's going to see this unless they're watching right now.
Sure. Well, here's what I did, is I just went with the existing pre-draft selections. It ranks them for you, and you can either make your own selections at what order you'd like to pick them in, or you can use the default. And what I did was like, all right, I'll use the default because, I'm really only familiar with the Rangers. That's why I'm doing this, to get to know more of the guys around the league. And so at the last minute today, I was like, you know what, I am going to make my own pre-draft selections. And so I made my list, and I did a mock draft to see, kind of how it ends up. And during this mock draft, other people on just from around the world get on there to do their mock draft too, not people in your league. And it goes through and picks the players. And, dude, people started going off on me about, there's a little chat room in there. They're like, is this guy on crack? Like, what an idiot. I can't believe he picked that guy in that order. Is he joking? And so I quit. I got rid of all my pre-selections, and I just went with the default because, man,
I don't know these
apparently
people.
I blew it.
I don't know these people, but I like them.
Yeah, they went off on me.
They got moxie.
And I just got the hell out of there, man. I thought I didn't really know how it worked. I don't know. We'll see.
You're playing to learn. I respect that. I don't know, and I don't care to know. But you were out there trying to figure it out.
And Rob Bailliard.
Come on, dude. I'm in second place in my basketball fantasy league.
Way to go.
Out of 7 teams.
Yeah. And two of them are your parents.
No.
And your sister.
No.
Who's 12?
Also, no.
Oh.
Wow.
Just made that up.
All of that.
Whatever.
Wow.
Anyway.
All right.
So we got one final video for you here in the Half-Ass Sportscast, and this is a little video that I like. Johnny's never seen it. Rich just saw it today. I think it's a classic. It's a
genius.
Rich, you want to set that up?
Yeah. This, and we here at the network do not condone necessarily the taking or using of drugs. But if you do, go try to pitch a professional baseball game because good things apparently happen. Ready to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Roll it like it's hot.
We flew into San Diego, and I asked the manager, could I go home? Because we had an off day. So he said, yeah. So I took some LSD at the airport because I knew where it would hit me. I'd be in my little area, and I'd know where to go. So that's how I got to my friend's girlfriend's house. She said, what's wrong with you? I said, I'm high as a Georgia pine. The next day, which I thought was the next day, she told me, you better get up. You got to go pitch. I said, pitch? I pitch tomorrow. Hell, what are you talking about? Because I had got up in the middle of the morning and took some more acid. She grabbed the paper, brought me the sports page, and showed me. Boom. I said, oh, wow. What happened to yesterday? She said, I don't know, but you better get to that airport.
Shucks. It's all right.
Now, this was in the 70s, and Greens was Dexamil. That was the drug of choice back then, was a stimulant. Over 90% of major leagues was using Dexamil when I was playing. And when I got to the game, there was a lady down there in San Diego who used to always have the bennies for me, Benzedrine, which is another stimulant. I went out to the dugout and reached up because she was standing over the rail. She always stood over the rail and had a pretty little gold pouch. So I got the bennies, went on back in the clubhouse, took them. The game started and the mist started, misty rain. So all during the game was a little mist. The opposing team and my teammates, they knew I was high, but they didn't know what I was high on. Because they had no idea what LSD was other than what they see on TV with the hippies. I didn't see the hitters. All I could tell was if they was on the right side or the left side. The catcher put tape on his fingers so I could see the signals. We had a rookie on the team at that particular time named Dave Cash, and he kept saying after the first inning, he said, you got a no-no going, a no-hitter. I said, yeah, right. And I looked. Then around the fourth inning, he'd say it again, got a no-no going. I looked. Yep. But I could also feel the pressure from other players wanting to tell him to shut up. It's a superstition thing where you're not supposed to say nothing if somebody's throwing a no-hitter. There were times when the ball was hit back at me, I jumped because I thought it was coming fast, but the ball was coming slow. Third baseman come by and grabbed the ball and threw somebody out. I never caught a ball from the catcher with two hands because I thought that was a big old ball. And then sometimes it looked small. One time I covered first base and I caught the ball and I tagged the base all in one motion. I said, oh, I just made a touchdown. I didn't pay no attention to the score. You know, I'm trying to get the batters out. And I'm throwing a crazy game. I'm hitting people, walking people, throwing balls in the dirt. They're going everywhere.
Now we go for the Pièce de Resistance. We move to the bottom of the ninth on a no-hitter, leading 2-0.
It was easier to pitch with the LSD because I was so used to medicating myself. that's the way I was dealing with the fear of failure, the fear of losing, the fear of winning. It's just that it was part of the game. You know, you get to the major leagues and you say, I got to stay here. What do I need?
Everybody in our bullpen is standing and walking around nervously. They want to run and grab Doc. Now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Strike 3, he got it. They're going after him. He got it. They're mounting Doc Ellis on a no-hitter.
Wow.
That's why baseball is irrefutably the best game in the world.
Awesome.
What?
Greatness.
I never knew that.
Dude, have you never heard that story?
I've never heard of that. That is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dude, can you imagine that?
No.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Throwing a no-hitter on LSD. And so the funny part is like, man, I was throwing crazy balls, hitting people, throwing in the dirt.
Diving out of the way of balls that were rolling.
You got a no-no going? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
That is awesome. That was a good animation, too.
Dude,
That was
it was
brilliant.
great.
Good find, Ryan. Good find. The world needs to know about that.
Thank you. That reminded me of another video.
Ooh, look at this guy.
Oh.
Well, I think that's a good. That's a good high note to end the show.
That is a good
on,
high
right?
note to end the show on. So,
Next week, Ryan, this is going to be the sports soapbox for your ranting. Every once in a while, we just gotta turn off the other mics, sit back, and just go, Ryan. Just go.
I like the sports.
Unleash him.
I want the sports salsa
Why don't you close the
because it
show?
was spicy. Don't roll your eyes, ass. All right. Well, that is all tonight for the Half-Ass Sportscast.
Join us again next week for another live production here on the Lone Star Network at frontiertelevision.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to the free podcast.
Free.
Boom. Roasted. And automatically download the full episode.
You can find the RSS link as well as the link to our Facebook and Twitter page if you go to www.frontiertelevision.com/sports.
And if you think we didn't read that, you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Roasted.